Flower Garden is a 24-row pattern. It is available as a free download on our website. The 24 rows of the pattern are broken up into two sets of 12. The first set of 12 establish the positions of the flowers in a row. And then from 13 to 24, the next row of flowers, they're just offset. It's the same stitch, just offset from the first row. In this sample, I have already completed the 24 rows of the pattern, giving 2 rows of flowers. Now I'm up to row 13. I have purled in to the position for the first flower stem, and you make the flower stem by just knitting into the back of the stitch. Then purl on until you get to the position for the next flower stem. And here we are at the position for the second flower stem. So knit into the back of the stitch, a twisted stitch. Then purl on till you get to the next position. The next row is a knit row. Knit in until you come to the first flower stem. There it is. Okay, now we purl into the back of the stitch. Last time we knitted into the back of the stitch, and this is purl into the back of the stitch. So all the flower stems, the stitch is twisted both on the right side of the knitting and on the wrong side. Continue knitting till you come to the next flower stem that you set up in the previous row. There it is. Purl into the back of the stitch and continue on. Repeat those 2 rows as I have, and that gives you 6 rows of the stem. So we're now ready to add some leaves. To make the leaf, use a crochet hook or the tip of your needle and go down just beside the base of the stem. Catch the yarn from behind and pull up a nice long loop. Slip it over your knitting needle. Now, adjust the length of it, then knit one, and then slip the leaf over. Purl 3 to bring you up to the stem. Knit into the back of the loop, as you do for the stem, a twisted stitch. Purl 3 to get out to the next position for the leaf. And let's do another leaf. Yarn to the back. Go down to the base of the stem on the left hand side this time. Pull a nice long loop through. Put the loop over the knitting needle. Pull it up to adjust the length. Knit one and pass the loop over. 2 leaves. Purl 3 to get to the next position for another leaf. Put the crochet hook through, pull up a loop, put it over the right hand knitting needle, just adjust it to the right length, knit one, lift the loop over, purl 3, knit into the back of the stitch for the stem, purl 3, now another leaf, yarn to the back, one. I think I made that a little bit too tight. Let's just loosen it up a bit. That's better. And lift it over. 2 leaves. Continue on in this way. The return row after making the leaves is the same as you've been doing on just for making the stems. So you just knit in until you get to the stem, and then purl, twisted purl stitch, just like you've been doing. So we're not making anything new, not making new stems or new leaves, just continuing on with that lovely reverse stocking stitch background. Let's make the flowers. Purl in until you get to the stem. Now we're going to make 7 stitches from that 1 stitch there. Knit, yarn around needle, that's 1. We're going to do that 3 times. Knit, yarn around needle, that's twice. Knit, yarn around needle, that's 3, and then knit. You have 7 stitches there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you purl on till you get to the next stem, where you repeat. Make 1 stitch into 7 for the beginning of the flower. Okay, we'll do that again. It's knit 1, yarn around needle 3 times, then knit 1 more. So knit, yarn around needle 1, knit, yarn around needle 2, knit, yarn around the needle 3, and knit. 7 stitches. Continue on. Now the next row. Knit, which is for the reverse stocking stitch background. Knit until you get into the flower that you've created. And there's the cluster of 7. We're just going to purl each one of them and develop the flower a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, knit till you get to the next flower and then repeat. There we are, up to the next flower. So purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and continue on. Let's keep going with the flower. Purl in till you get to the flower. Now we're going to start reducing those 7 stitches. Knit 2 together through the back of the loop. Knit 3 together at the front. Get in there. Knit 2 together through the back of the loops. Right, that's that one dealt with. Now purl on till you get to the next flower. Let's do that again. Knit 2 together through the back of the loop. Knit 3 together at the front. Then knit 2 together through the back of the loop. And that's that flower dealt with. Purl till you get to the next flower. Now the flowers have been brought back from the 7 back to just 3 stitches. In this next row we finish off the flowers. Okay, There's the 3 that are left, and we purl the 3 together, and that's the end of that one. Knit till you get to the next flower, and there's the 3. Purl the 3 together, there we are, done and dusted. Continue on. There, we've just finished the flowers. So that was row 24, or if you were down here, it was row 12 where you finished the flowers. The next row will begin the stems for the next set of flowers. For this one, it'll be 2 flowers for this sample, so there'll be a twisted stitch there to start a stem and a twisted stitch there to start another stem. And here is our lovely flower garden. And this is where I use the flower garden for this block, block N, for the textured sampler blanket. Hearts and flowers, a lovely combo. Remember, the free pattern is available to download from our website. Thank you for watching and happy knitting.
Here are the steps to download Daphne's patterns and to view the videos on her YouTube channel. Send an email to knitwithdaphne@gmail.com and include the subject free download. There is no need for any content in the email. You will receive an automatic email reply that includes 2 links. One is a link to Daphne's YouTube channel, the other is a link to the downloadable patterns. When you click the link, the Knit with Daphne folder with all the downloadable patterns will open. Double-click on any line to open and download the pattern. Double-click on Stitch Patterns to open the folder with the individual knitting stitch pattern. Enjoy Daphne's designs and happy knitting!